Okay, what's up everyone catching us live on Gagamel TV. My name is Musoga Eclipse. We're back at it again. I have a legendary artist from Kenya. You know, when you talk about East African music, you can't forget a section of artists. Ladies and gentlemen, I have Wyre.
Hey man,
did I say it right?
Yeah, exactly.
Someone was saying my pronunciation is not okay.
No, it's right. Why? You got it right.
Say hi to the Ugandans.
Ogambachi, Storechi. That's all I know.
What did they tell you that means?
It's what's up? How you doing?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. At least I wasn't played.
So how have you been?
I've been good. I've been busy doing a couple of projects. I joined the tech world.
Yeah.
So I built a music tech platform called Blow.
Yeah.
And that it helps artists to be able to monetize their music digitally much easier than other regular platforms. Yeah. Aside from that, I'm also running the Blow agency, which is a PR and marketing agency as well. Yeah.
Basically, what brings you to Uganda?
We came to launch Spice Dana as a new brand ambassador for 22Bet.
Yeah. Okay.
We just from doing the press conference today, and it's been a success. The media showed up in great numbers.
Okay. Maybe briefly, you can let us know about the 22Bet to everyone listening right now.
It's an online gaming platform based in quite a number of countries in Uganda and outside. The rest of Africa. Yeah. But in Kenya, Nairobi, the brand ambassador currently is Calligraph Jones. Yeah. And most recently Nadia Makami. So after doing some research here in Uganda, we noticed that Spice Dana would be the perfect brand ambassador to work with. She has a great reach, great personality, and we liked her energy. Okay. Definitely.
Is this betting company in East African countries, or it's only Kenya and Uganda?
It's in over 10 countries across Africa.
10 countries across Africa.
Over 10 countries.
Okay.
And still growing. Okay. And basically, we are the agency that's been tasked to run the campaigns for them. Okay. Currently, we're covering the media campaign in Kenya, in Uganda, and also we're about to start Ghana soon as well. Okay,
that's amazing. Let me hold this microphone for him. His voice is kinda low. We're powered by Cleberson Wyre UG. We're powered by Praise Property Consults. At the same time, we're powered by Zuena Cakes. If you want beautiful cakes, sweet cakes, just contact Zuena Cakes. Their offices are in Makindye and of course Chiwatule. Mr. Wyre, when we talk about the name Wyre in Uganda, the first thing that comes across our minds is Bashment crew.
Bashment crew.
The baddest
East African Bashment crew, man.
Yeah.
We give thanks for the opportunity to have done such an amazing journey, man. Bebe is our dear brother. We still keep in touch up to today. Yeah. It's just that people got held up now with their different lines of work. You know, Nazizi was in media. She was on Vibes Radio for a couple of years. Yeah. I joined tech, so I've been busy with that in the agency world. Bebe is also doing his thing. Yeah. So at times linking up to work on the projects had been a challenge. Back then it was easier because we used to travel here a lot. Yeah. But we're still in touch. Keep the link. I'm sure even definitely after this interview, I'll be reaching out to Bebe to link up, hook up, and for good old time's sake, you know what I mean, and see what we can do musically.
How did you get to connect into one circle as the Bashment crew?
Bebe
whose idea was it?
See, Bebe Cool started his career in Nairobi, him and Chameleon, and we used to meet a lot during festivals and concerts back then. So and that's when the East African music industry had started just bubbling up. Yeah. And so after we released our album as Necessary Noise, the Kenyan Boy album, we had just headed to a US tour, and when we were there, Bebe Cool reached out to us and we were like, guys, what's up? I'm doing a comeback concert in Uganda, and I'd love you guys to grace the stage with me. Yeah. And so we're like, definitely, because we knew each other from back then. Yeah. So we landed in Nairobi, stayed at 2 nights, came back straight to Kampala now. Yeah. And when I was here, I remember telling him, Bebe, I'm a big fan of your music from back then, and I was reminding him that I really liked King of the Jungle, one of his most legendary tracks. Yeah. And he was like, hey, then let's see what we can do. Let's hit studio tonight. So that's when me, Naz, and him hit the studio, and that night we managed to record Africa Unite, a single called Africa Unite.
Yeah.
And it was produced by Washington, producer Washington.
Washington. One of the legendary biggest producers in Uganda. Yeah. Respect.
Yes, yes. So we actually got to perform it that night, and the reaction was amazing because people had not seen a combination like that on stage.
So basically, King of the Jungle was a remix.
No, it was original. I loved the original, and I was just telling him I really liked that song.
Yeah.
So when we hit studio, we got to work on a whole new song. It wasn't a remix or anything. And from the response we got that night, after performing that song, we said we were definitely, why not do a project? So when we kept on coming back is when we hit studio recording. That's the period we managed to record Fire Anthem and Combination and such tunes.
Yeah. Do you think the momentum is still high as far as music is concerned in East Africa? Back then and now.
Yeah, I think the dynamics have changed, but the energy is still there. I'm glad we've seen a whole new crop of new artists and acts come out, which is good for any industry. We need that. We need that for the growth of the industry. But also, I'm glad to see the old guards have not
gone away.
And they're still holding it down. Every now and then I'm hearing Bebe dropping a new song, Chameleon, or, which means Navio, everybody, the old guards are still doing their thing, still representing. And also occasionally doing fusion with the new acts as well.
Generation.
Yeah. So that synergy is always good for any industry out there.
Okay. Who is the most respected Ugandan artist that side?
There's a couple, and I think it comes with seasons. Bebe is respected, of course, because of the link he had with the Bashment crew. So
that he had his emanation.
And then since he also started that side, the love is there. Chameleon, they love him because he also sings in a lot of Swahili as well. So I think that's worked well for him. Spice is popular with the younger crowd, the younger generation. So and I have a feeling there's a lot more to come as well. So. The music is being played back home.
Okay, when you listen to the songs you used to do in the Bashment crew, people were vibing on it. They have too much love for them. Yeah. Do you guys think of coming together and maybe do as an album?
Like a comeback? Yes, definitely. We haven't ruled it out. We just need to find the right time and space to be able to do it because a lot of us, all of us, responsibilities have increased in terms of work engagements and also traveling. But when we do get the time, we will actually take time. Because I remember a few years ago, we got to hit studio to record some stuff, but we never released the content. Yeah. So I'm definitely looking forward to working with my sister and brother again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who is amongst the people that you were singing with in the Bashment crew? Who is that person you always talk to?
We talk a lot with Nazizi for sure, man. Because we were back home together. Yeah. So we're still cool. Although once in a while, Bebe will pick the phone and call me, or I'll call him to see how things are. Find out how each other are doing.
There's a time he told me he wanted me to come to Kenya and maybe look for some of the guys the producers that you were working with. By the way, do you know some of the producers? Are they still there? Some of the producers you were working with by then?
A producer from Uganda?
From there.
Some of the producers that Bebe was working with back then. Yeah. I know he worked with Ogopa, Lucas from Ogopa. And occasionally, I think also when he doing video production, he shot also video. I'm still in touch with Lucas. He's a good friend of mine. Yeah.
What do you have to talk about the new trend of selling music? We have now online platforms, and back then it was about radio and TV. What do you have to say about that?
It was inevitable. The change had to happen. Technology, you can't stop technology where it's heading. So now I think this time it's easier to access the music and easier for the artist to put the music out, which is a big plus. Now, what we need to think about is what kind of numbers are we reaching with that digital space. For instance, the reason I joined tech and built my music tech platform is I felt that it's not a level playing field out there when it comes to the streaming of music. So why not create a system where an artist can start getting celebrated by his immediate fan base? I don't have to be a mega superstar for me to make money from my streams. You know what I mean? But I can depend on my WhatsApp group with 200 people, or my cousins, my sisters, my brother, who can support me anytime I put a link out. So that's the direction we took.
Okay. Bebe Cool is known in Uganda as a person who is swaggerific, a high-head guy. How do you understand Bebe Cool that side?
Bebe, I just love his energy. Bebe can really inspire you, man. Let me know. He's Baby's a true definition of a superstar. He lives the lifestyle. The energy he gives to anyone around him, he gives you psych to do anything. In fact, the kind of vibe he gives you before you go on stage with him, you get that. We used to draw a lot of energy from him. Yeah. As me and Nazizi during Bashment. So I definitely love his energy. He's a funny guy to be around, always cracking jokes.
Talkative.
Very cool guy, man. He's a very cool guy.
Okay. Yeah. I forgot to ask, how did you meet up?
With
you
Bebe?
two? Yeah. And by then, who was already a star?
Relatively, we were all at the same level now because we're all hustling at the same time. Trying to crack this music industry. He really used to hang around Chameleon and Red Sun back then. They had a unit that they used to work with. But we always used to meet now at these shows, when the Miss World, the Miss Kenya shows, because we were all performing together around that time. Beats of the Season and such like concerts. I'd say we were all at the same level at that time, just trying to go mainstream in the industry at that time. So that's where we got to meet, man, back in Nairobi.
Okay, what I would say is that we need to see the Bashment crew back again. Actually, he talked about it last time. I think it was a few months back.
Yeah. But we definitely would see if we do get the time and space, we would definitely love to work on a comeback project. Because the demand is there. People have really asked, even back home. I guess I was asking when is Bashment coming back. But when time allows, we'll make it happen.
Family and business, music, how far? Are you a married man, still single? Bebe is doing fine with his family.
Who said I'm single? I've been married for the longest time, man. Family is good. We give thanks. We're blessed, and everybody's healthy and happy. Work-wise, I've been busy with the music tech platform. I've been more busy with the agency side. We give thanks. We've been tasked with this campaign of 22Bet to work on, so that's kept us pretty busy as well. And aside from that, I also have my production house, Love Child Records and Entertainment, that produces for artists and publishes for them as well. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe any advice for the younger generation? You've been in the industry for 20 years and above, and looking at you, looking at Bebe Cool, looking at Chameleon, you guys are doing fine. Red Sun. What would you tell a young artist who is starting his career right now?
Never doubt your sound. You might be the one person who will bring a change to this industry. Never feel too intimidated to bring something new to the table. Those are the people who change the world, man. So never feel that you're too small to be able to contribute something valid to the industry. You might be shocked that you're the one who's been called to change the industry. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wyre.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Hope I meet you in Chihuahua this evening.
Yeah, I'm telling you. We'll see. Okay. You buy me some muchomo.
Okay. Muchomo. Any message for Bebe Cool and maybe his fans?
Bebe, I'm about to call you, man. Let's look for a plan this evening, man.
Okay. Okay, maybe nature.